Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Presenting the adventures of Jungle Jim. The Adventures of Jungle Jim, broadcast weekly over this station, are dramatized from the full-color action pictures that appear in the Comic Weekly, the world's greatest comic supplement distributed each week with your Hearst Sunday newspaper. Having successfully escaped from death at the hands of the bloodthirsty Paguan headhunters, Jungle Jim is once again hunting his quarry, the merciless Karnak the Killer. For almost 10 hours, Jungle Jim and Kolu have been following a native runner who is on his way to Karnak's secret headquarters. It has been a test of strength for both Jungle Jim and Kolu to run mile after mile behind the swift-footed native, and it is a great relief to both men when the runner finally stops at the edge of a small lake. Still moving with the greatest care so that the native will not become aware of their presence, Jungle Jim and Kolu drop down in the deep grass on the slope of a hill leading down to the lake.
Native look for something in tall grass near water, Tuan.
He's probably got a small canoe hidden there, Kolu. He's going to paddle over to that island, and that's where Karnak's hidden headquarters are.
That be very good place, Tuan. No one ever find him there.
Leave it to Karnak to be well protected. Boy, I'll bet he's got a regular fortress over there.
How are we going to follow Native, Tuan? We have no boat.
We're not going to follow him.
Oh, we let him give message to Karnak?
By all means, Kolu. Karnak will be completely off his guard. He'll think we're still safely tied up and guarded way back in that native village. That's what the message is that the native runner is delivering. Let him deliver his message and come back. Then we'll take the canoe and pay a surprise visit to Karnak's headquarters.
Look, Tuan. Native found boat.
Good. Now watch, Kolu. He's paddling out and swinging the bow of that canoe due west. He's heading toward the valley between those hills there. Now, somewhere in there, along the heavy foliage, is Karnak's headquarters. Keep your eye on that native for a while, Kolu, while I rest up a bit. I'm darn glad we got the chance to stop here. Now it's just about all in.
Kolu watch. See where he lands, Tuan.
We'll take turns standing guard. We'll both need a good rest before going over to that island to tackle Karnak.
Native going straight west, Tuan. Small canoe travel fast.
You know, I'd like to know how many people Karnak has over there. He doesn't need much protection in a place like that. I imagine he must have 4 or 5 of his best men with him. And boy, I'll bet they're armed to the teeth.
We not have much chance, Tuan. All our guns be back there in native village.
Well, if there's 4 or 5 of his henchmen over there, we'll just have to watch our chance and tackle them one at a time. After making our getaway from those headhunters, I think our luck has changed. Maybe from now on, we'll get the break. Karnak certainly has had them for a long time.
Natives in canoe. Almost to shore now, Tuan.
Good. Be sure you keep the place in mind now, so that when we go over, we'll land in the same spot.
Kolu, remember. Maybe native not come back in daytime. Maybe come in night. Then we not see him.
Well, that's a chance we've got to take. But if it's a moon, we can see pretty well. Let's hope he comes back today.
Kolu have idea, Tuan.
Yeah?
Maybe it's better for us to go across to island at night.
You've got something there, Kolu. Much better for us to wait and cross that lake in the dark. If they have lookouts in the daytime, they could very easily spot us out in that lake. Now listen. When that native lands that canoe, watch closely and see if anyone meets him. If they do have guards, they'll stop that native to make sure he's all right before they let him come ashore.
Kolu, watch. Native stops now, Tuan. Lifting canoe on shore. Nobody comes. Now he goes ashore, through trees. Can't see him anymore now, Tuan.
Now to wait until he comes back. Then it's our turn.
On the opposite shore, the native runner starts up to Karnak's headquarters to deliver his message, and inside the very cozy house, Shanghai Lil is being watched by her captor, Karnak.
Dinner will be served at 7, Mr. Vril.
Yes?
I hope your adventures so far haven't spoiled your appetite.
Oh, not at all. On the contrary, I'm rapidly becoming ravishingly hungry.
Although it's not our usual custom here, I'm sure I could arrange to have tea served for you.
Oh, no. Don't go to any trouble. I can wait.
Well, I must confess that you will appreciate dinner all the more if you can wait.
Yes?
Because I can promise you a very excellent dinner.
Well, I'm sure of that. What little I know of you assures me that anything that you have is always the best.
I beg your pardon, Hunter, but one of your repulsive messengers is here.
Repulsive, my dear. Come. Remember to be more careful in your choice of words. Have you forgotten we have company? Oh, do please pardon her, Mr. Vril, but my lovely niece has little respect for my associate. Very well, Judith. I'll see him. You excuse me, Mr. Vril. And remember, no conversation while I'm gone. I shall be near enough to drop in if you two charming young ladies should forget yourselves. I won't be long.
Greetings, great white father. I bring message, loyal chief.
Good. What is it? Capture of white men?
Yes, great white father. Warriors capture white man and Hindu servant. Chief, send them to death hut to chop heads off. Obey command of great white father.
Then why the devil didn't you do it? Why did your chief disobey my orders?
White man say his name, Jungle Jim, and great white father know him. Tell chief send me to you before we chop heads. Maybe you know what head of white man, Jungle Jim.
Oh, he did, eh? Well, I do want his head. Yes, and his Hindu servant, too. Do you hear that? Return to your chief at once. Tell him to behead both.
I go, great white father. Your command, law.
Wait. When they have been beheaded, tell your chief to send the heads to me without delay. And tell him if anything should happen, that my orders are not carried out, your chief and all his people will be punished.
It will be as you command, great white father. Their heads are yours.
Have them delivered to me before sundown of the second day. I hurry back to your chief at my command.
I go, great white father. I go.
My dear Mr. Vril, that was a messenger from the tribe of Paguan headhunters that captured your very good friend, Jungle Jim Bradley.
And to make your triumph complete, you ordered them to bring Jungle Jim and Kolu here.
No, Mr. Vril. While I must admit that was my original plan, I had a change of heart.
Yes?
You called me a comic opera villain. So in order that I might readily fit the description, I am going to play the role of a real opera villain.
Well, and what's the opera you're going to play?
Salome. Not the old version. A brand new version. A modern version with a few changes in the plot for good measure. I will be Herod.
Well, that fits you.
Better than you can imagine, Mr. Vril. But the honor of the title role goes to you, Miss Lily DeVille.
You mean I'm to play Salome to your Herod?
That's right. I said, of course, we would have to make some slight changes in the original plot.
Yeah?
As you remember, Salome requested Herod for the head. In my version, Herod needs no such urging. For the Herod I play, Mr. Vril, will order the head without any urging. In fact, orders the head with the greatest of pleasure. The head will, of course, be played by Jungle Jim Bradley.
Surely you You're not serious.
Karnak the killer is always serious, Mr. Will, and sometimes a little dangerous, too.
Why,
My headhunters have captured Jungle Jim, and I have ordered them to bring the severed heads to you. And you can present the head of Jungle Jim to me on a silver platter.
you devil! No. You can't do that. I beg you. I implore
It
you.
is too late, Mr. Vril. The messenger is already on his way.
Why, you...
Tomorrow by dawn, he will be back in the village, and the decapitations will take place without delay.
You fiend! You merciless fiend! How can you murder and torture human beings who are helpless to fight back?
Oh, come, Mr. Brill. You called me a comic opera villain. Now you're behaving like a gay 90s heroine.
You may laugh now. You may kill, torture, and destroy now. But you won't get away with it much longer. Your time's coming, and you'll die like all the power-mad murderers of your kind die. In the gutter.
A beautiful thought, Mr. Brill. But you really must control yourself. I dislike scenes like this. You're not really accomplishing anything with this outburst of emotion. I have decided Jungle Jim Bradley is too dangerous to my plans to live. So he dies.
In the meantime, Jungle Jim and Kolu watch the native messenger return from his visit to Karnak's headquarters. They silently hide in the tall grass as the native hides his boat and hurries off on the return journey to his native village. Then, when darkness gathers over the island, Jungle Jim and Kolu make their way to the water's edge to find the hidden canoe.
The boat must be here, Tuan. Wait. I go back in swamp. Maybe find it.
All right, Kolu. I'll look around here.
Everything all right, Tuan. Here is boat. I find it.
Okay, Kolu. Bring it out here in this open place on the shore.
Come, Tuan.
This way, Kolu. Let's hurry now before the moon gets up and starts to light up the lake.
Here, Tuan. Boat very light. Very small, too.
Let me have a good look at it. Yes, Kolu, you're right. I'm afraid this isn't big enough or even strong enough to carry both of us.
We try, Tuan. Maybe strong enough. Only little way across lake.
No, it's all right, Kolu. You get in and paddle, and I'll swim alongside. I can hang on and rest when I feel tired.
Moon shine on lake, Tuan. Look.
All right. We'll take a course along this side, and then swing around and come in from the other end. Now, wait till I take these boots off now.
We'll be in darkness then.
Yeah. You can put them up in the bow canoe. Here's one. You get in, Kolu. Here's the other. Now, I'll shove you out and swim off the left side.
Already, Tuan.
Now, to keep that very important date with Karnak the killer.
And while Jungle Jim and Kolu stealthily cross the lake, Karnak the killer gloats in triumph, never suspecting that the victims of his anticipated execution are gradually closing in on him. Shanghai Lil, alone in her room, tries frantically to collect her thoughts and try to figure some plan of escape, unaware that once again, Jungle Jim is within striking distance of her captors. What will happen when Jungle Jim and Kolu arrive on the island where Karnak is waiting for his head? Don't miss the next thrilling episode of Jungle Jim's arrival on the island. Remember, you can follow the adventures of Jungle Jim in the full-color action pictures which appear in the Comic Weekly, the world's greatest comic supplement containing the best full-color adventure and comic pictures. Follow your favorites, Jiggs and Maggie, Barney Google, the Katzenjammer Kids, the Little King, plus the exciting adventures of Flash Gordon and Jungle Jim. All these and many others are to be found in the full-color action pictures in the Comic Weekly, which comes to you with your Hearst Sunday newspaper. More thrilling radio adventures of Jungle Jim will be heard at the same time next week over this same station. Be sure to tune in.